Hi everybody, it's me, Dr. Jovin Lee from Tooth Heaven. I know you probably see me wearing this ridiculous mask right now. It's a bit hard to hear me and to talk through this. This thing might protect you. I'm just gonna take this out, by the way. It's too hard to talk. I'm just gonna take it out and it's easier to talk that way. This thing will probably protect you from all sorts of scary things and viruses, but it definitely doesn't protect your health because it's hard to breathe through one of these things, and let alone talk in the midst of it too. But I guess this might be the new norm coming up. Just gonna put that down first. So this is just a quick update on how Tooth Heaven is coping, and today on the 21st of April 2020, and any changes to how we do things and how this might affect you. I guess I'll start off by saying, you probably, haven't heard me say this before, but I thought I'll share my thoughts and my feelings about this whole situation here. Obviously, this coronavirus thing has put the whole country and many businesses in standstill, and it's definitely feeling it. We're definitely feeling it here at Tooth Heaven, and if I'm going to be honest with you, having a hard time here, especially me, where I'm doing this with my patients, I'm doing this seeing face-to-face, interactions with people, and I'm doing dentistry the way I normally do. We can't do things that we normally do, like running competitions, giving out all and everything that we do, or even doing charity work, which is something we're known for doing. And unfortunately, this whole thing has made us, has tied our hands out, and we can't do anything about it. So it really is hard, personally and professionally. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm believing and I'm hoping in that. And that's why I keep going. I guess this past couple of weeks we've been, in case you haven't already known, we are seeing emergencies. We are still seeing emergencies, and we have been seeing emergencies from Mondays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I guess, what really gave me a glimmer of hope, or that we're doing the right thing and we're on the right track, was that actually a couple of weeks ago we had a patient come in. I still remember her because she came in with tears in her eyes, and her face was half swollen. She told me that she's been ringing around. She's come a long way to see us, but she's been ringing around all over all over the place there, trying to see if anyone can take her in. Her regular dentist is shut, it's closed, and even the clinics that she managed to get through even, which are not many, have turned their backs against her. And she said to me, I'm so thankful you guys are open, I'm so thankful you guys are here, because if not, I don't know how am I gonna feel. I'm already can't sleep every night, I can't eat, I can't function, and with this whole virus messing around with my head, and I can't think straight. Last thing I want is this toothache, and when we actually helped her with that, she was so thankful. She was so thankful, and there's nothing better to hear or to get, than to hear things like that from patients, that really reaffirms in what Tooth Heaven, or what we believe in, is that we want to give back to the community. We want to treat everyone like family, just like if you have family who has a toothache, I'm not going to turn my back against them and say, no, I'm not going to see you. But we treat all our patients like family. We want to change lives, we want to make things better for you, and we want to also give back to the community, which at this stage I know it's a bit tricky, but on that note, we do have plans about that. Of course, about charity work there, but of course abiding by the social distancing rules, and we are in there's a charity thing, there's a community thing in mind, and it works at the moment, so stay tuned for that. But it's things like that, it's stories like that makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel that yes, the fun healthcare workers, frontline healthcare workers, risk ourselves coming here. But to hear things like that we can actually make a difference, it really reaffirms of, we're on the right track. We're doing the right thing by people. But the thing is, but the good news is as of next week, just yesterday, we've got this news that, and you probably heard from the Prime Minister, that we've dropped from level 3 back to level 2 with dentistry, that is. So with the level 3 restrictions, as you might already get, there's a lot of things we can't do. We can't even pick up the drill, we can't even pick up the air blowing thingy, and that really restricts a lot of things we can do, we can't do. But I guess when it drops down to level 2, what does that mean? Is that you essentially can do everything and anything related to dentistry, and that includes fillings, root canals, crowns, bridges, and checkups, and consults, and even braces. We can do all that, but the things that we can't do is anything to do with regular cleans, picking up the cleaner, or even complex procedures to take out teeth. That is still restricted at this stage. But the ease of the restrictions has obviously allowed us to do a lot more things and get in touch with the patients that we unfortunately had to push back a couple of months, some of their treatments a couple of months, that we could get them in sooner and get this done. About that, even it really is heartbreaking that we had to push back a lot of people's appointments. Is that I had this one patient say to me, I still remember it clearly, because she was meant to get married overseas in August, September, and she was in braces, and we were on track and everything like that before COVID hit. We were planning on picking up braces before she flies overseas to get married. But when all this thing happens, everything changed so quickly. The borders were shut, restrictions were put in place so quickly that I felt so bad for her, because not only that the braces obviously had to be pushed back a couple of months till we see her again, but also she doesn't even know she's gonna get, if her wedding's gonna keep going. She doesn't even know she can leave the country or not. So it really is sad, and I'm glad there's not. I'm glad and that the restrictions have been lifted, and we can probably get her up to speed with the braces again. And I'm hoping, at the rate it's going, I have good hope and good faith that things will probably go back to normal than we anticipated there. So stay tuned. With the whole level 2 restrictions taken down, we're trying to put together a team to work the extra days next week onwards, and this doesn't take effect immediately. It takes effect after the Anzac Day weekend, next week onwards, and we're trying to put a team together to see how we can increase our days to see a lot of these patients again there. So stay tuned, and I'll update everyone on that. I guess I also want to take this opportunity to stress that our priority has always been creating a safe environment for you and for us as a team there. I want to reassure you that our infection control procedures are always up to scratch. Maybe even better than most clinics even out there. We have the latest infection control procedures, latest machines, and I had this patient a couple of weeks ago when COVID first started, asked me about this, what are you guys doing for infection? Are you worried? Are you concerned? And I'm going to be lying if I'm saying I'm not concerned at all. But to be honest, of course we've done extra procedures, we've done extra steps, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I guess on a day-to-day basis, we're really looking after all the nasty infections that are out there still. TB, tuberculosis, or AIDS, HIV, those things are really, really scary bugs, and the morbidity rate is much higher than COVID. And you don't know about these things because our machine and our protocols and our policies have taken care of that the transmission is close to zero, if not zero at all. I guess with COVID, it's nothing more different than what we've done. but we've obviously taken up extra steps on top of that. And as you can see, that mask that I just put on just then, we've even done like shields like these, like our operators are all wearing shields, and we're doing pre-procedural mouth rinses, we're doing hand sanitizing, like things like that. We're screening patients before they come in. We are, wiping handles more than ever, more often than ever. And trying to keep things clean and getting rid of things that, like magazines and stuff like that everybody touches. So we get rid of that and still maintaining social distancing. So there's a lot of things we've put in place to protect yourself and us. Despite, I guess, I wouldn't say despite the fact, but my feeling is in all this is that this whole coronavirus will take a long time before it goes away. It might take months, might take years. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. And even after this pandemic, settles to an all-time low, there are some things that we will continue taking on or continue doing. So you'll probably notice a few things that we'll be doing differently. We'll probably be keeping the screening, we'll probably be keeping the pre-procedural mouth rinse, and even the hand sanitizing thing as well. We'll probably maintain some of the things that we've put in already. And I guess, how does that affect you in that sense is that, I guess, I had a patient come in a couple of weeks ago even, actually just last week, said to me, I can't be at this stage. I told my partner that we can't be scared of coming to the dentist because, if this whole scenario is going to take months or years to go away, does that mean we're not going to see the dentist for months or years until it completely disappears? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. As we all know, prevention is better than cure. So if you haven't seen a dentist for months or years and things are happening there, and we all know that things don't fix themselves, they almost always get worse. What could have been a small little chip right now could turn into a massive infection, a massive hole there that might even, by the time you actually see a dentist in a couple of months, couple of years time, they might have to turn around and say, I'm sorry, we can't do this, we can't save this tooth anymore, and it's going to cost you X amount of dollars to fix it, thousands of dollars to put something back, and things invariably get more expensive and trickier and harder to fix all the time, and which is why prevention is better than cure. So I guess in that sense, on top of the extra precautions we're taking already in terms of infection control and ensuring that you and your family members or friends that come into Tooth Heaven specifically are protected, and we're doing our very best to ensure your safety there. There's really no reason as to why anyone should be scared of coming to the dentist. So I guess it's something to think about, but in the meantime, I will keep posting weekly updates on what's going on in the clinic, what we've been doing, or what's changed. Some sort of video like this, and so just stay posted, I suppose. And don't forget about virtual consultations. Just late last week, we've launched this thing. I've had a few virtual consults already with some people. Just yesterday, I spoke to somebody, and she said to me, it was the first time she saw somebody outside of the usual circle of people that she sees every day. And it's a breath of fresh air, and we got a chance to see how she's doing, and she got a chance to see how I'm doing. And it was good to know that we're all in this together, and we're all helping each other as much as we can. But with this virtual consult, you might be wondering, how am I going to do it? How do I do it? What's the process? And is it free? Is it expensive? I guess with that, there are step-by-steps. There's a step-by-step tutorial that you can find on my website, www.toothheaven.com.au. Click under the COVID tab there, and in that tab there you'll see a video there, a tutorial. You just click on play, and that will tell you everything you need to know on how to set this one up. At this point in time, it normally does cost about $7 for a consult, but during COVID, we have decided to waive it free of charge, the consult. So it's a 30-minute consult, but it's waived 100%. It's the least we could do at this stage, where everybody's struggling or doing these challenging times here. So at least we can do the community. So it's free for now, so make full use of it. And I guess before I let everyone go, I just want to assure everybody that we are here for you. We are here for you. We're still here for you. We have always been here for you, and we will always be here for you, for your families, or even your friends that might not even have a regular dentist there. We'll be seeing, we're open to see any emergency patients, whether it's existing or new patients. And with the level 2 restrictions coming into place, that the restrictions being dropped, we're seeing a lot more. We're going back to normal slowly and gradually there. So I guess that's all I need to share for now. And thank you for your time, watching this video. It's definitely a hard time for all of us, but have faith and have hope that things will get better. It always will, and it will. I have faith and hope in that. In the meantime, I guess everybody stay safe, stay sane, and stay sanitized, Well, until the next time we meet again, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye now.